Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers.
2025 Carolina.
On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys coming in, winning 3 of their last 4 games. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his 3rd season in the league.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Yeah, he did a nice job to spin out of that first wave, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Young to throw it. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken right around the 44. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards. And they started humming that performance, and finally you said, he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They're going to be careful what they wish for, ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. Throwing is Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here's Rattler. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
First down. An 8-yard pickup.
The Saints at 6-3 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
He completes it to Olave. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
At the 10-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And Cooks has it over the middle. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Rattler wants to throw it. Completion left side to Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes, right side. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown. And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard. Ryan Fitzgerald now to add the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Saints offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. He is the NFL's leader in rushing yards to this point in the season, and if he can replicate or even surpass the production that he had over the first half of the year, he's going to have a good chance to take home the title. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. To the air is Rattler. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Oh, look at that.
Rattler's pass.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd.
Now Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
That's good for a Saints. 1st down.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The Panthers offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the 1st quarter of play. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. You look at the Saints' defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league. They spent the week at practice, and we know our rating's not that great. And we know we're facing the #1 passing team in the league. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Here's 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. First down.
Already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not deal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Inside handoff now, Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Olave over the middle.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
Going with a dime set.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. But hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw here on first down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Now a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Saints first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nifty move. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Saints offense and Spencer Rattler getting ready for this next possession. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. They'll come out throwing here on first down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw, Young. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And they will take over first and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave,
his 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Saints.
Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Right back to Hubbard. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
For a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Young now. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw, Young. He'll try and do this himself. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
At the 44-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
That's good for a Saints. First down.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. This one taken in by Olave. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rattler.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Young. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line. A gain of 6. And the Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Young again on the keeper. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. A give up the middle, Hubbard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Once again, it's Brooks. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Panthers first down.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Young going to give to Brooks. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 10-yard line.
Now Young running the option left. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward of him taking hit.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fitzgerald on for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, That's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Saints offense and Chris Olave getting set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. Cuts full extension. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Saints first down.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Now he's going to step up and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
12 more yards. That's another Saints first down.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead holds at 8.
One of the few things that hasn't gone right in this first half. They had a chance there for late points, but this one winds up off the mark.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. It's Week 10, Veterans Day coming up on Tuesday, by the way. We salute all the brave men and women who keep our country safe. This one's for you. Here we go with the highlights. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And this is Daniel Jones on the money to Josh Downs. 20 yards on the touchdown pass. From there, why don't we go out to the space city of Houston, looking in on the Texans as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. And check it out, Joe Mixon. He gets a seal here, and up the alley he goes. This one's all tied at 14 at the half. One more to tell you about real quick. It's up in Minneapolis. It's the Vikings taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And it's the former Michigan man, J.J. McCarthy. He's going to find some open space, and he is gone. 32 yards on the touchdown run. 14 all, the score at the half. And time for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the National Football League. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half, as we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Kevontae Turpin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have come back to make it a 2-point game. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game.
19.
Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. And back to the 30. It'll be second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
To the air is Rattler. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And the Saints, first down.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, you see the speed there of Daxton Hill reaching him before he could get back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, here's Rattler. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Christian Wilkins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Rattler wants to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
The Panthers offense and Bryce Young headed back onto the field. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. Up the middle with Brooks here. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Saints' 45-yard line.
Throwing, Young. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Young working out of the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Rattler. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down. 1st and 10.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
From the shotgun, Rattler. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And the Saints, first down. A gain of 13 yards. And
a handoff running left is Miller. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, 59 yards. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes. And I think that's what we just saw there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Young. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because
and the pressure gets to him again. Ryan Brzee drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Second and 5. Now he'll tuck this and run. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Saints. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Rattler working out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Touchdown! Taysom Hill, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Saints are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise. Methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that, so you really give yourself an advantage.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Young. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. They go play action. Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 7. It'll be Young again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This offense so far on third down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call. Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 2nd and 6. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Throwing is Rattler. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Right side to Watson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. Little short pass here to Hill. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down. A gain of 7.
Here's Rattler. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll throw. Here's Rattler. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Saints are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Young to throw it. This is caught by McMillan. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Young takes it on the sneak. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
Throwing on second and long. Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sets up a third down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Young. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to...
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
To the air is Rattler. And that is incomplete. That fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Yeah, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Rattler wants to throw it. And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
A beautiful fake. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Young quickly to the flat. So the completion good for just 3. And 3rd and 8 now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Young keeps it, moving right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Young.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll try and run here with Brooks. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Now they need 2. Here's 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
To throw, Young. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach, plenty.
That went out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Saints, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they suffered just their 2nd loss as they drop to 8-2 now on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.